to tell us more about the future stars of the NBA. Jay, who is going #1, most likely?
Right now, it's probably Michelle going to be Markelle Fultz of Washington. He's a freshman and a guy that can really score. He's got a complete package as an offensive player. Great step-back move, can create space, and he doesn't need to come off a bunch of screens in order to create a shot. He can create it on his own. I think he's got the ability to be a really good defender. He needs to become a little bit more consistent with his shot. He's a little bit streaky, and he needs to hit free throws at a higher rate. He's shooting in the mid-60s, which he can improve that, I think, greatly. But he's the real deal. He's really, really good. The only question mark you'd have about him is how much is he impacting winning right now. It's kind of like Ben Simmons last year. I don't think Washington's going to go to the tournament. It could potentially be 2 #1 picks in a row that don't play in the NCAA tournament.
Jay, Lonzo Ball's turned heads here in L.A. Is there someone you would like to compare his game to?
Jason Kidd, and I know eyebrows get raised and people start shaking their heads when you say that, but if you compare those two when they were freshmen, Lonzo Ball compares really favorably numbers-wise. I don't think he's quite as explosive getting past people. He's got to shake a little bit to shoot past them, but in transition, he's got the same kind of vision, same kind of size. He's a much better shooter than Jason Kidd was, even when he became a pro. And look, that shot is kind of funny looking, but once it's kind of like Jim Furyk's golf swing. Once it gets to the impact position, the release point, it's really sound. It's just getting there. It's a little bit, it takes a tortured route, but I wouldn't mess with it because it goes in. I mean, he's making over 40% of his threes, and if that's a shot that needs to be fixed, then a lot of shots out there needs to be fixed.
Hey, Jay, is there a sleeper player out there that you think could develop like a Greek Freak did in Milwaukee?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, Chauncey, if there's anybody sort of as freakish athletically as Giannis is, but I would say that a guy that I think is undervalued right now is the big guy from Arizona, the freshman Lauri Markkanen. He is really, really skilled. He's 6'10". He's a pick-and-pop big guy that can put the ball on the floor. He can post up. He can really shoot the ball effectively from three-point range, and you guys know way better than I am. That's where the game's headed, is big guys that can stretch the floor, and he is by definition a stretch four, and he can stick his nose in there and rebound. And I can't believe how talented these kids are at age 18, 19, and how advanced they are. Like, I know that's the way the game's gone, but still, a guy my age looking back, 18-year-old players weren't built like this back when I was coming out of high school. It's absurd how big and strong and athletic these guys are, and Markkanen is more skilled than your normal kind of freshman star. He's a big-time player.
Jay, how much do you think we helped the career of Bill Walton by including him on the MegaCast a couple weeks ago?
I think, well, it's meteoric, especially you. The guy that really put Walton through the stratosphere was Keyshawn Johnson. I thought it was really revealing when Key said to Bill, if he had only gone to USC, he could have been the man there. And I was like, Keyshawn, that dude was the man everywhere. He went 21 of 22 in the championship game. Dude scored 44 in the championship game. Like, he needed to go to SC to be the man.
Well, and then Bill returned fire with, were you fast? Were you good? Amazing. Amazing camaraderie. It's so good. Thank you, Jay. And by the way, you can also catch Jay on College Game Day at 11 a.m. Eastern on ESPN. Thanks so much.